Mel, the numbers all say that's a game of two halves, but was it really a game of missed chances?
It definitely wasn't a game of two halves. I mean, I said to the boys at half-time when I went in, I said, look, it's not often I stand here and we're 3-0 up and I'm really angry and annoyed with the way we played and disappointed. We didn't really deserve to be 3-0 up, to be brutally honest. It was quite an even game. They put us under a lot of pressure with balls forward. The strikers did very well first half. But we took advantage of our set piece routines, and we managed to get 3 goals, 2 from set pieces and 1 from winning a penalty from a set piece. And at half time I'm sort of in there, and I said to them at half time, I said, if you think this game's over, you're sadly mistaken. They're a very, very good team going forward, and I said that last week. And I knew they'd come out second half, and what they did very, very well, their striker, who I mentioned again last week, was excellent, and he absolutely gave my 2 centre halves a torrid time. And off the back of that, loose balls that fell, they picked up, they got 1 back into it, then 2, then 3, and suddenly it's 3-3. But then what happens is, like always, they've now got something to defend. When we came at second half, they had nothing to defend. You know, they're going to go for it, so they gamble, they leave extra bodies up, they make it hard for us, they get their goals. Having said that, we should have gone 4-0 up 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah,
we missed a great chance to go 4-0 up, and that kills the game. But all credit to them. I mean, I like them as a team. They're very positive, very aggressive. They gamble, they left bodies up. The centre forward did very, very well, and they got back in the game at 3-3. But once they got back in the game at 3-3, suddenly it changes again, because now they're defending. Now they've got a point to defend. So we suddenly got a little bit more on top, and then in the end, in the last minute, we had a great chance to actually win it 4-3, and we didn't quite take that one either. So all in all, as much as we're 3-0 up, and had we been 3-0 up and won that game, I would have thought we got away with one there a little bit. So I can't be over critical of us or them or anyone. I actually think the draw was a fair result, but it seems odd after 3-0 up. But it definitely wasn't a game of two halves.
Decent for the neutral.
Yeah, it was a great game for the neutral, and like I've just said to the boys in there, we've played 4 games this January. We've played 3 of those away from home. We've drawn 2, won 2. That's 8 points. It's 2 points a game average. That's a promotion tally. So don't be overly disappointed. Yeah, of course you're disappointed when you're 3-0 up, half time, and you draw 3-3. Of course you're disappointed. You should be disappointed. And we know how we lost. We know how we conceded the goals, and I've explained that to the lads in there. But ultimately, we've got to come out, and I said to them, I said, look, if that had gone 1-0 to us, 2-1 to them, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, we'd all be going, oh, what a good point away from home. And I said to them before the game, I said, we try and win the game, but we don't get beat. We do not get beat today, and it's important we don't get beat. And we certainly didn't play for a draw. That's definitely what we didn't do. But we've got another draw, our 11th draw, which is really frustrating. But at the same time, it's another point, and it's 8 points in January, and I'll take that. And now we start February's games. We've got a lot of games, and we've got to try and put as many points together as we can.
St Albans on Tuesday?
St Albans on Tuesday and Dartford, 2 very, very difficult games. You know, St Albans, I believe, lost again today, but they're a team with us full of good players. They'll be licking their wounds, and they'll come at us, and they'll be looking at the table and thinking, right, we've got a hell of a chance here. Let's go and give them a game, and they will, and they'll come to us. And Dartford as well will be looking at us. So we've got our work cut out for the next 2 games, both at home, which is nice, but 2 really, really competitive games. It should be great for the fans who come to the game.
And Zoom call tomorrow night for the players?
Zoom call 8 o'clock tomorrow night for the players, Sunday night, and then there's a couple who can't do that, so they'll do 6 o'clock on Monday instead. So I've got all the squad bar 2. So it never stops, never ever stops.
You're a busy man, Mel. We'll let you crack on with it.
Thanks very much indeed.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye.